So, as promised, I'm going to be restarting my YouTube channel, a YouTube channel. I'm going to do it a little more, I guess, professionally this time or whatever. Um, there's never a right time because we went camping. This is my partner in um, fighting crime. Yeah. My best buddy. I would not be alive without him. And I will share his story. So, after a really, really, really bad time in California, I was becoming like agoraphobic, and that's just not my personality. I was severely traumatized and re-victimized and re-victimized and re-victimized by Orange County corrupt judges, a corrupt prosecutor, and the police force. All for being the victim of a crime and not backing down and telling the truth. So I find this guy, kids are trying to get him out of the street on skateboards. And he wouldn't get near him, but he came right to me, hopped in my car, was like, "Hey mom, where are we going?" And I was like, "Oh shit. I am not looking for a dog right now, let alone a husky." But he's been the best thing in the world because when I was being muzzled and abused, look at, come here, show your face, beautiful boy. I found a muzzled, abused, abandoned husky. He's been to 32 or 33 states with me. Right? How many 14ers? I think so we've been on 16 14ers. We've only summited 14. Okay. Yeah. He is my adventure buddy, my service dog. He is my everything. And he's awesome. I hit the jackpot. If I could find my harmonica, show you that he was not silenced either. He wins. And mommy's going to win too. So we currently live in Colorado. We've lived here for quite a while because the mountains saved both of us, right? We love alpine tundra. It's her jam. So anyway, through this whole experience, and then I guess other experiences too, we've uncovered a lot of corruption, unintentionally, just trying to get help and, for me, like, to rebuild my life, to use my experience to help others, to stop it from happening. We've met some interesting characters along the way and even more enemies. But I'm starting to learn that if I wasn't a force to be reckoned with, nobody would put so much effort into trying to harm me and to shut me up. But what kind of a mother would I be if I didn't? What example would I be setting? Look at him. He's the best. But yeah, I ramble all over the place. I'm neurodivergent for sure. Not quite sure if it's ADHD, Asperger's, both, plus trauma. Oh, I got a lot going on. But so we just moved to the Front Range. We moved to the Front Range initially when we came to Colorado. That was a shit show. Then I ended up getting stuck in southwestern Colorado. RV life. And I got some scores to settle. So I'm back up here. I'm trying to rebuild. It's not my first time. I'm going to explain how the state created this mess. They created me. How there are good people in it, but how the system overall doesn't work. How they treat people with disabilities, victims of crimes, how they determine you're a victim by your social, your socioeconomic status. I have a lot of like tragedy or whatever, but I do some pretty cool shit, so I really don't focus on that. But I've met other women, other survivors of not just violence and stuff, but of one specific corrupt judge named Sandy Nunez Leal in Orange County, California. What she did to them even though the truth and the evidence was on their side, because she's got some weird mental health issues that are not being treated. Some weird thing against attractive women that dare to also be intelligent, because it's not allowed. But incredible women with incredible stories. Some parents, male fathers. So I would like to give them a platform to share their story. I want to turn my YouTube channel this time into something a little more productive and not be so like kind of an antagonist brat, because I really love Will Ferrell movies and South Park. But that's been used against me, and so is my faith. That's a good one. I am a Hindu, a pretty damn devout one. So if that's even a thing, it's my belief system. I truly believe in karma. I believe in reincarnation. My experiences led me to it. I was persecuted for the goddess Kali, and in Hinduism you're either dual or non-dual, and I'm pretty non-dual, meaning like I see the gods and everything more metaphorically, but you understand the story of a deity with weapons and you're the devil, according to Sandy Noonan's Leal. True story. Religiously persecuted in 2020, what year was it? 2019? We're in the 21st century. Well into it. Like, come on, lady. So this is what I've been dealing with. On top of not just PTSD, but CPTSD. And then further re-traumatization, homelessness. And it's been really, really hard. We're in actually a pretty nice apartment now. Just got in, I think it'll be my third week on Saturday. And we came out of a crazy government experiment. I don't even know where to start with all this. I'm going to work on it. But if anyone has any suggestions, if anyone has an interest in helping me share my story and the story of others and figuring out how to do it in a really productive manner so everyone has a voice, to let other people know that they're not alone, that something needs to change. I'm going to stop with some of the rhetoric, even though I'm just trying to prove a point, and my goal is ahimsa. It means to cause no harm to other living things. So it's one of the main principles of Hinduism. So like I live by it. But people try to twist your words around and harm you to shut you up. So I have to be more careful, even though it's so stupid, because what you say and how you say it and your intent and the context really does matter. And also we're supposed to have a First Amendment. I don't know. Where'd that go? So to kind of get into my current situation that I'm working on resolving is I'm the first person in the history of the United States of America to be charged with extortion for not asking for sex, money, or drugs, or any assets. I asked for a court date. I have a habit of outing police informants. I think it is one of the most disgusting practices of our judicial system. Because a lot of these people are addicts and stuff that are being exploited. When they should be getting help, they instead are running buck wild, terrorizing their communities, bringing others down with them, and sometimes being used as police sidekicks to bully traumatized, disabled people, who dare speak up. I know I'm not the only one. So this is kind of my story. So there's a whole lot to it. But yeah, if there's any suggestions or anything, I've tried video editing before. Apparently my T-Rex stuff wasn't appreciated, but I am busy. I do have to find more money, more income. I don't want to be someone who lives out the system. My independence is important to me. The first thing here, is setting up a garden and working in, volunteering at a food pantry and finding a good network of people that do not just say. Sustainability, food waste is something that I am passionate about. And it's also part of survival. I love going up into the mountains. I backpack. I climb a little, snowshoe. It's my favorite right now. I just got into that last year. Um, what else? We're just like mountaineering, adventuring, like me and my dog, just we love it. Keeps us sane, keeps us grounded, keeps us cool because it's been really hot. And I'm gonna try to do shorter videos. I'm gonna try to have topics, but if anybody would like to help with this or have a thing, I do run sort of when I have the time. The Victims of Orange County Corruption Group. I also have a nonprofit that has been all over the place, on and off, and whatever, called Sustainable Connection. I really do believe that sustainability is the path to liberty. I believe if people know how to grow food and repurpose, recycle, upcycle, and do all of these things, that they can be more financially independent and productive. I don't know. I don't always have the best use of words. People think I'm kind of a cold-hearted bitch, but that is not the case. I am definitely very neurodivergent in the sense that I think very literal. Well, I comprehend things very literally. I'm very logically minded. And I have a lot of empathy, but I don't have a lot of sympathy, and I will admit that. I don't see the point in fretting over things that you have the ability to change, and I'm not going to apologize for that. So right now I'm going to start this to share a voice, and I also could use some help and support because I am going to have to go to court, and I don't think the judge likes me very much. And there's a lot of fear because he hid prosecutorial misconduct on a death penalty case, and that's a little disturbing. And I still have this crazy bitch judge, Sandy Nunes-Leal from Orange County, California, trying to destroy me because she's not a federal judge, because of me and a couple other women. And you're welcome, America. Like, I'm not going to say anything else, but like, I'm not apologizing for it. She's a horrible person. She shouldn't even be a judge. She's terrible. She's psychotic. I'll get more into that. I even had other people's lawyers contacting me from the last YouTube channel, asking me whether she was incompetent or crazy. True story. Me. And I was in a lot worse shape then. So this is me. This is my story. This is the start. I'm not a rehearsed person. I'm not a calculated person. I'm a very busy woman. Got a husky that keeps me extra busy, but I don't stop. So I'll find a way to do it. I could use help. I could use guidance. But this is going to happen. This is my word. So I'm even looking for ways to like new titles. So my Sanskrit name given to me by a guru is Abaya. And then through the living saint. Yeah. Nivita. So, Abaya is the left hand of Kali. It means without fear. I'm pretty ballsy. And I've been called a mensch. Ballsy is another one. What's the one word I'm looking for? I can't, whatever. It'll come to me probably in the middle of the night. Moxie, spunk. There was another one that I'm looking for, and I think it starts with an A. But I got cojones. Big ones. And huge. And I'm just all over the place, which is not very helpful sometimes. But yeah, I really want to do something with this channel. I want to clear my name, not just for me, but to help others. Nobody should have to go through this. Like, my heart's pure. I'm the nicest person. Actually, I'm not. Actually, you know, I take that back. I'm not a nice person. I'm a good person. And there is a difference. But it's also so other people aren't afraid, so that maybe there can be some sort of radical change in the system, because I'm someone who doesn't lie. I don't steal. My word is like solid. Um, Things are hard and I'm still, living by a very strong moral code. And apparently that's really pisses people off. You're self righteous, you're this. No, I just believe in karma. Um, so, God, this is 15 minutes. I don't even know how to start this. So, any help, any direction, any time frames. So, I wanted to, I do want it to be a Baya. That will be my name. It is my name. It's just the formalities and whatever. I just feel that that's my name. But I want a channel that like is not about me. It's about what I'm doing, what like a voice for others and to put it productively. But I am a little punk rock, so that's probably gonna be part of it. Like the T-Rex is my spirit animal. I didn't ask for any of this. But yeah. So any suggestions, any advice, just time frames, titles, names of channels. Like you would think with a marketing degree I would have this, but no, when it's personal and your trauma is triggered and you're kind of a little nervous, like SWAT teams are gonna come down on you. Like I don't know, a true story. But yeah, I'm gonna end this for now because I have a million things to do, like clean. But this is going to happen once and for all. And last time, how did they get my YouTube channel down? Not because I was doing anything wrong. I accidentally had no clue that the background music on the Orange County Sheriff Department and District Attorney's line was copyrighted. The hold music. It's not a song. It's not a voice. It's a do, 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 do. That's how they got me. And I could prove that. But I have all my computers, everything. I found a bunch of flash drives, so I've got everything, I think, to prove this. I've got still have a lot of videos and stuff of when I was, when the police allowed informants to terrorize me, to shut me up. Yep. These things really happened. And they're not going to happen to me anymore, and they're not going to happen to anyone else. That's a big promise. I'm going to do my best to make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else and that there is radical change in our system because we need more good, productive people on this planet, not terrible people being rewarded for criminal behavior because the judges are criminals. And that's really what's going on right now. It's very unfortunate. And it's kind of weird that I've had this like epiphany, like, holy shit, like you, dorky, you was a threat to them. Like, I am powerful and someone else can be. Like, let's do this.